What up, what up, what up? Well, that camera's looking good. Sorry about my pimple, man. I'm 42. I get pimples like upside down world now. They like grow from within and they just disappear. It's weird. But with that being said, October 21st, 2021. Salute. We still here. We still living. Mm-hmm. I got a loaded one today. I'm gonna start off with a little bit of card reading, and not even did card reading, but a little bit of things that's been happening to me personally, but card readings. And I want to link it up because I keep getting this card on my card readings, and then I kept getting this other one like personal card readings, and I kind of linked it to today. It kind of linked up, so I'm gonna show you that real quick and get into it, and then we're gonna get into some funny stuff. We got some heaters on deck. All right. So with that being said, I've done a bunch of card readings. I don't know if you've watched them or not. Y'all about to start watching them because it's about to go down. Talk about a spiritual warfare. You need a spiritual warrior, and I ain't talking about the Q shaman. So anyway, I keep pulling this, the Eight of Cups, and a bunch of my card readings, right? It's talking about a deep dive. Everybody's got a deep dive and start looking within, right? And then personally, I keep pulling questions. I do one card pulls, and I pull this one. This is the wait, that was the four. Sorry, that was the four of cups. I don't know if I said eight, but whatever. This is the Eight of Cups. Four cups, Eight of Cups. But anyway, this is like a mermaid. Same thing. Mermaid doing a deep dive, right? Same thing, basically. Let's see. Maybe I got the numbers wrong. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Here. Four cups, Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups, Four cups. Doesn't matter, right? Mermaid doing a deep dive, right? All right. But right here is where a lot of us are at right now. And a lot of people, especially in Washington State, my home away from home, where my son resides, very special place to me, is the mermaid doing the deep dive. And on her way down, she is emptying out the cups, right? Because she probably worked hard to fill up those cups. And a lot of people might be having to leave their jobs and doing a lot of things. And we're going to have to make these sacrifices now. But especially the people that have jobs, especially the silent majority, that we are waking up, you guys. We have money, we have 401ks, we have savings, we have stocks, we have crypto, whatever you want to call it. And now is the time to use it. Don't be scared. This is what the universe keeps sending me personally. Dig into it. Think about it. If you got, a certain amount of money, it doesn't matter, 5, 10, 15, 20 grand, I don't know, use it. When are you going to use your bottom dollar? Think about that. When you're 65 and you got no juice in the tank, is that when you're going to go travel the world and sit on an airplane for 14 hours and drive, go all the way to, India or Australia, or right now? I mean, you can't really travel right now, but I'm just saying, do something different. Like me, I come online. I said, I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna start doing these videos because of other, card readings. I've got free will. I'm like, go do it. I bought this microphone. I invested in all kinds of things. If you start watching my videos, you're gonna see like, oh, okay, and now it's all coming together. I'm starting to do these food eating videos instead of just doing it on my phone. I got my little Joby, my little microphone, and I put that in there. And I was just laughing today because I was like, look how everything's come together. The lighting. You figure out the lighting. You figure out stuff, and it's just there it is. Empty out the cups. Don't be scared. Use what you've been saving for so long. Use it for right now. And then if you spend a little bit of it, think about it. This isn't going to go on forever. There's no way. There's no way. And think about it. If you do spend a little bit of it, maybe that's a good thing, because maybe when you go back to work, you'll find some new job and you're gonna have more energy. Because I was bartending for 14 years and I was so drained, and I actually bumped into one of my ex coworkers the other day. I was filming that video, crossing into Dago. I bumped into a coworker, and she was like telling me like, "Oh man, can you come back?" And it basically sounded like she wanted me to come back because I'm just like a ball of energy. I just have energy, and I'm like, "Hey." And she's like telling me that they got no bar stools at the bar and they're barely getting over 20%. She's just like, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna pull some more money out of savings, and I'm not going back. I'm not going back to that masks and who knows what, and it sounded miserable. So you might need to dig into your savings, empty out those cups, and dig deep. And let me read some verses from this while I'm at it. This ain't no new religion. I'm just giving you some things. It says, let me do it this way. It said, the seeker of the seas dives down deep. All right, she dives into the sapphire waters. Okay. The Eight of Cup beckons you to follow and delve within for personal discovery and answers. Turn away and disengage from the material world. You get it? For the spiritual. I told you spiritual warfare. Leave the sharp lines and edges, the harsh sounds of the pierce of the dry air with the. Okay, now it's starting to get a little. The Eight of Cup shimmers with. All right, it's starting to get a little, it's starting to get, basically it's telling you to take a deep dive. Don't be scared to dig into it. Go into the spiritual realm. Something has happened. Dig deep. All right. All these words, they're all in analogies. I always tell you in analogies, and I'm not going to be doing all the analogies because I sound like an idiot, but I know what it says. It's saying take a deep dive. There's stuff you need to look inward. Don't be scared. Turn away from the material world, which is worried about your money. Dig into those savings and then move forward. All right. With that being said, let's get into this. So this whole thing was triggered earlier today by a Facebook post that I saw, and they were trying to, apparently they're going after Dave Chappelle. And this is what it said: turn away from the harsh lights of the real world and then get into the spiritual world. So they got Alyssa Milano is walking out the clink. You remember Alyssa? 80 star. What is she in the clink for? What? She's walking out of jail and they come up to her with the microphone. They're like, what do you think about Dave Chappelle? And her first response was like, he should be locked up. First of all, who the hell is Alyssa Milano? I remember her from Who's the Boss? That's what I remember her from. That's an 80s sitcom show. Look it up if you don't know, millennials. She's an 80s sitcom show. Do you understand? And she wasn't even that good. She came out like every third episode and be like, oh... It was all about Tony Danza. Tony Danza, and the wife or the white woman was ugly as hell. I remember being a kid, be like, why is she so ugly? Man, they had an ugly ass, scrawny ass white woman on there, and Tony Danza was the star of the show. Alyssa Milano would come out every now and then be like, can you tuck me in, daddy? Man, you know who I would respect more? Look this up, millennials, because I'm going for the young people. Punky Brewster. You know who was the big badass in the 80s? Punky Brewster. Soleil Moon Frye. You know what I'm saying? I can't even believe I got her name straight like that, because you know what? I got respect for Soleil Moon Frye because Soleil carried the show. I remember one time that we thought we lost her. I remember I was eating lunch and whatever, and I was watching the show. I was watching Punky Brewster. I thought she was inside of a refrigerator and she was going to die because she was going to suffocate and stuff was going down, and her dad and some kind of dog or who knows what, maybe it was a Lassie episode tied into it. But I remember I thought I was going to lose my Punky Brewster, but of course they saved her. And what else was, I remember, man, I don't watch the WB. I don't watch shows. I've been working my whole life. I'm 42, been working since I was 19. But I think was Alyssa Milano, and was she the Buffy the Vampire Slayer? I know she was in some whack ass WB. I mean, this is who we take our orders from? Alyssa Milano? She has the right to talk about Dave Chappelle? Get your ass out of here. This is what's wrong with these people. Alyssa Milano? You coming at me with, I've been working this whole time. I'm looking at like Alyssa Milano, the girl from Who's the Boss? At least bring Punky Brewster. I'll listen to Punky. Alf. I'll listen to Alf. If Alf came out and was like, hey man, y'all might need to get this juice, I might actually listen to that dude, but not Alyssa Milano. I'm sorry. And then I was on this other thing. Oh, that post actually came with a trigger warning. It was like, buyer beware. And I went on there and I gave them a cheers. I was like, just go at it, boys. Because they about to ban you. They Buffalo stampeding you. I saw it though. But you got to speak in code. I've been saying it. But this is what happens when we get a generation and two generations that get these participation awards. They all think they deserve to win. They all think they're ready for their trophy. Like, hey, it didn't matter what I did. Where's my trophy and my cup of juice? Where's my soda at the end of this? And they just do whatever because they're brainwashed. But what happened? Yeah, they woke up Generation X. That's me. I'm Generation X. Yep, raised in the 90s. Oh, yeah. You know what our favorite game was back in the 90s? You know, we used to play out the rec, and I posted the other day, Adams Elementary, and I was right there at the rec. You know, we used to play right there in that very field. I'm going to tell you, it was a game called Smear the Deer, but it wasn't deer, okay? But when you had the ball, you looked like a deer. You had them pretty little eyelashes. You needed to be nimble and quick, or else you was going to get smashed. This wasn't a game for no punks. You understand what I'm saying? It was called Smear the Deer. And you better not look like a deer in the headlights or you get your head taken off. And that's what we used to do. And you know what we said when you got hurt? Seriously, you got hurt, you was bleeding. maybe got a bone sticking out, because people got bones sticking out. You know what he said? Rub some damn dirt on it and let's go. That's what we said. And that's where I'm from. That's where I'm from. That same field on Adams Elementary, I got jumped into a gang and learned how to read. So I ain't no punk. I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to boast. But that's when you talking to Gen X, we got pimples like this. We used to put cream on it and roll to work, put a Band-Aid on it, and still mac on girls. Be like, hey, girl, what's your digits, girl? Give me your digits. Didn't know what we were doing. 10 years old, talking about digits. Talk about bumping ground with that R. Kelly. Oh, man, sorry, I don't want to go there. With that being said, I'm going to change the subject. What the hell are you people still doing these face diapers, man? When does it stop? When does it stop? When does it stop with your virtual signaling? Your virtual signaling. Let's get into virtual signaling. I'm saving grandma. Mama, I'm saving grandma. Mama, abuelita, abuelito, I'm saving grandma. Stop with it already, man. Who are you fooling? Man. Wow. And kids, younger generation, if you're watching this, look at your stupid ass parents. And I'm sorry. I'm a bartender for 14 years. I'm 42 years old. Look at these people in these face diapers. And let's turn this into a positive now, guys. Okay? Look at them. These people still pushing these face diapers. Look how stupid they are. Look how uneducated they are. Look how they just scraped by in the school system and probably failed, never just figured it out. Like, well, I never really actually graduated. It doesn't even matter if you graduate high school anyway. They would just pass you through. You just had to learn the teacher's name. I don't even know how I passed. I just got friendly with the teachers that passed. These people are not intelligent. The common sense. Take it from me. For bartending 14 years, I got to poke in their brains. I'm like, and my whole question the whole time I was there, I was like, are these people this stupid? Yes, they are that stupid. Your parents are that dumb. When they've been married for 33 years, they never lived life. They've never done anything. They've been sitting on that couch, watching that TV, eating ice cream cones, and doing whatever they do for 30 years. They weren't out there living. They've never been anywhere. They can't tell you about anything. They've never been to China. And then maybe they went one time when they were in the military, but the military told them everything they could do. They're like, you got 40 minutes to be free. And they went out and got free for 40 minutes, came back. Maybe they got freaky deaky. We usually got freaky deaky in the bunkers with themselves. And I'm not going into that. Let's talk about what happens when the 60 sailors go out to sea, what comes back. That's a Navy joke, by the way. But at least with the Rona, we can see how stupid everybody is. All right? We can see how dumb everybody is. They are dumb. These people are stupid. They don't even know what research means. Me. I turn on CNN. And then Fauci told me that's it. Man, I knew Fauci was a fake when I saw his little fingers. You see them little fingers come out like that? You see them little fingers? You don't give a man like that power with them little fingers coming out like that. You do not give. I saw him throw that baseball with them little fingers, and I was like, oh my God, we screwed. We screwed. With that being said, I'm about to dig into why we're here now, because they lulled us to sleep. But before that being said, while we wait, I need to hydrate. Put that on a cracker, dude. All right, let's get into it. I got to get into Obama the drama. This is how we got into it. They lulled us to sleep. Started with old Hillbilly Clinton with the saxophone on Arsenio Hall. Look it up. That's what he did. He came out there with a saxophone and wooed us all because we were tired of old man Bush, who came back. Baby Bush came back, and Baby Bush was supposed to win. Baby Bush number 2, Jeb, was supposed to win 2016, and they lost their minds ever since. Salute. And then we ended up with the whitest black man I ever seen, who supposedly has street cred. Barack Obama and Big Mike. Y'all know about Big Mike? Y'all don't know about Big Mike? Joan Rivers talked a little bit about Big Mike, and I seen what Big Mike carrying below on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Yeah. Oh, what she got one of them old school pocket watches? Well, she got 2. and they was synchronized swimming at the same time. You know what I'm talking about? Go look up the video. Swing low, chariot. Swing low, Big Mike. Got them big old swinging low, swinging low, swinging low. Talk about jang-a-lang, chang-a-chang, chang-a-chang. Whoo! Just look it up. Ellen DeGeneres Love Show. Swing low, Big Mike. Swing low. Looking like she can play middle linebacker for the Los Angeles Chargers. The problem is with me, I didn't receive all that download y'all was on because I was too busy. What was I doing? And when I tell you with you people with that deep dive, we was too busy working. And now let's dig into all them savings we got, okay? That's what they mad about. Everybody wants to pull out $600. Yeah, we got $600. We can pull out $600. All right? Pull out $6,000. You know, don't go crazy and buy a big old pile of silver or nothing, but go get a little silver. Now it's time to dig in. That's why I showed you the card reading at the beginning. Use some of that. Dig into your bottom dollar, you know? Do it. Because they lull us to sleep. I didn't know this about Obama because I didn't watch because I got lulled to sleep. I was working. I was living my life. And then I watched this video of Obama, the drama, talking about, what is this Trump going to do? Does he have a he was bragging about losing all the jobs, and if he's gonna, what is he gonna wave a magic wand and all the jobs are gonna come back? This was the president for 8 years, and he was like, I don't even know where he was. And then all of a sudden they trained everybody to be a racist, and y'all see that now. You can't deny it. You can't deny it. People turn racist and try to call everybody else racist. You know what I'm saying? It was like a bad SNL skit. You know what I'm saying? And they came out. But it's good because when Trump came in there, he went in there like a blunt object, and he made them feel when they won the 2020 election, it made them feel emboldened. And then we got to see what was really behind BLM, what was really behind Colin Kaepernick taking the knee, what was really behind the medical industry, what was really behind the mainstream media. And now you can see it. You can't deny it. And that's why you got to take a stance, walk away. Don't be a part of it. When there's nobody else to slay, there's nobody to slay. And you can see the mainstream media right now. I saw it today. It made my day. I woke up, I was watching the Mark Kaye show. Don Lemon of CNN went after Nancy Pelosi. They got nothing. And people are getting on Trump. They're like, what if Trump denied the juice? And Alex Jones, if he denied the juice, do you understand? They were waiting for that. That was their next move. He matter of fact, he owned up. He's like, yeah, that's me. I'm all 100%. 100%. But y'all, you know, he goes in with his little disclaimer, like all the prescription, all the commercials on TV got that little disclaimer. But you know, if you don't want to take it, I take it. He did that. That was his disclaimer. And I'm not trying to make him sound like he's the king, but I'm just letting you know. Imagine if he came out and was like, the juice. Nobody. Oh my God. CNN be licking they listen. Nah. But when he's like, nah, take it. I made it. I'm the maker of the juice. It just, think about that for everybody's awake. They just couldn't spin it. They were just like, oh, he did make the juice that we're pushing. I mean, the guy that we demonized for 4 years actually made the juice and then forced the juice, made the juice, and now we're forcing the juice. And it's just the conundrum there is just like, and that's why they're attacking each other. And I told you they would do that in a card reading. I didn't post the card reading, but I posted the postcard reading where I said, when the cat's away, the mice will play. That's what I saw. They're going to start stabbing themselves in the back because I had a dove with 3 swords in it. And I said, get ready for it. They're going to eat themselves alive. And that's what's happening right now. All right? Because we can see the whites of the enemy's eyes now because of it. You get it now? We can see exactly. I come on here and I can tell you. That's why you were like, why did you wait so long to do lives? Why are you commenting if you ever seen my comments? Because I wanted to wait to see what came up. And then once Trump stepped away, you can start to see the enemies. I can point them out clear as day and speak in code. That's crucial. Let's go, Brandon. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Brandon. Say that. Don't say that. Don't get too happy. People get too happy. They be like, oh, banned. The current system they got, it's non-sustainable. All right. They had one objective, and I did this in the Trump card reading, where I pulled the one that had the veil and everything, and it pulls this veil up, and it had this evil spirit, and it had this swan and this little hummingbird. With that veil being pulled, we were able to see the attack and point it out. And I didn't want to say that at the time, but that was the real thing. I said, oh, now the veil's being lifted, we can see the attack. And that was the real point of that card. When I saw it, I said, oh, the veil's being lifted, now we can see the attack. But with that being said, there's going to be many a dead swans, and many a swans that just can't get out of the barbed wire. They can't. But the enlightenment of information that I said in the same card reading was going to come, and it has come, and now we can see it. And with that being said, their attack was whack. All right. They had one goal in mind: remove Orange Man bad. All right. It's like they won the Super Bowl, but they didn't plan for the next year. It's like they signed a bunch of veterans and didn't think about, like, well, what about next season? They didn't. All right. So let's think about your lineup, sports fans. Who's your lineup? All right. So at QB, we got Joe Biden. Super Joe Biden is your quarterback. Who's your running back? We got Pasaki. She's going to be your starting running back. That's right. Trailer Park Pasaki's coming out. Who's your number one wide receiver? Well, that's going to be Nancy Pelosi, of course. And on the tight end, we got the Schumer. We got the Chuck Schumer. He's going to be out there putting blocks down, opening up holes, doing what's got to do, scoring the TDs, digging into it. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the defensive lineup, who is that going to be? Well, that's going to be, of course, CNN with Stelter, Don Lemon, and of course, do not forget about the governor and his brother Cuomo's. We got them. And who's your starting middle linebacker? Who's your Ray Lewis? Who's your Junior Seau? It's Big Mike. That's right. Big Mike. Hands that can palm a basketball, shoulders, and balls that swing low. That's right. And as your cheerleader, oh my God, we got the squad. And you know who the number one girl in the squad is? Well, that's going to be Ilhan Omar over there with her turban on her head and her crazy fingernails, and her husband, who's her brother, on the bench cheering her on. That's the squad. With that being said, peace out. Have a good night. Ching.